Hello, my name is METİN. This is 225th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, new physics arising from the duality of matter and life. 1. There are two realities in our universes. On one hand, eternal meta-sensation perception matter, MSPM, that has eternal, intrinsic, immanent, cyclical, spherical, ring-shaped, with a certain sized initial wavelength, electron motion forms, which are perpetually producing and propagating intertwined, interconnected, interacted spherical ring-shaped successive waves. This is universal reality that we can never see directly. This is single and unique, spaceless matters reality that has eternal cyclical motions and therefore that has eternal time, which is hidden in its electron motion forms, perpetual cycles. Meta-sensation perception matter has no discernible plural particles and objects. It has no fields, it has no nothingness and void. It has no ether, it has no different qualities. It has no friction, it has no density, it has no atomos in itself. If we mention elementary in meta-sensation perception matter, there are not particles, but motion forms, which we can say elementary. Eventually, there is matter reality with its intrinsic eternal motions and its intrinsic eternal time. Before the birth of any observable universe, before the birth of any subjective reality, before the life. On the other hand, subjective reality that we share it with all living species, perhaps with all interacting things. Our subjective reality is result of encountering of meta-sensation perception matter with itself by means of interactions of its cyclical, perpetual, spherical ring-shaped electron motion forms, In our observable universe, there are different kinds of objects and nothingness, space, that are created by our limited sensations and perceptions. These objects are nothing but effects and results of interactions of intrinsic electron motion forms of single and unique meta-sensation perception matter. These objects are nothing but living experiences. Life is an unknown, metaphysical, dimensionless ghost, and an accident who is wandering and running on the limits of these motion forms of matter. Life is an illusion existence that has solid reality. Again, life is an unknown, metaphysical, dimensionless ghost and an accident what is wandering and running on the limits of these motion forms of matter. Life is an illusion existence that has solid reality. Light is the bridge between two realities unless we transcend our metaphysics of observable universe and unless we bring together these two dualistic realities, we cannot understand any physical laws of universes. 2. Therefore, As the sources of light, intrinsic electron motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter are the unique interaction bridges between meta-sensation perception matter and subjective reality. For all living species, for the subjective reality, for living things, the unique interactables to see, to sense, to perceive, to measure are only the electron motion forms. We interact with meta-sensation perception matter only through its electron motion forms and electron motion forms waves. Therefore, there are no differently originated measurable forces and phenomena in our subjective reality, in our observable universe as living experiences. All of our observations and measurements have been actualizing through interactions of electron motion forms and electron motion forms waves. I have put forth intertwined energy, mass, wave velocity, wavelength, linear velocity, etc. formulas, and I have told you before. I advise you to watch my former videos, step by step. Yes, light, heat, temperature, mass, energy, gravitation are different effects of the same thing, and all of these are originated from electron motion form and its successive waves. When an electron motion form loses its spherical ring shape, this actualizes when an electron motion form exceeds the speed of light by leaving its waves backward as the jets. It loses its mass and it becomes only motion arrow. It becomes faster than light neutrino. From now on, you can't sense it and you can't measure its mass and energy or heat or temperature or gravitation or light wave effects, etc. with your conventional measurement tools that are invented by human being until now. 4. Here is the massless and without electron motion forms areas of meta-sensation perception matter. Here are the massless and without electron motion forms areas of meta-sensation perception matter. But in here, there are motion arrows that have, for instance, 6.28 times greater than speed of light velocities. Here are untouchable, uninteractable areas of massless faster than light electron motion forms. In other words, neutrinos areas of meta-sensation perception matter. 5. We can find the ways of interaction with these conventional unobservable areas. In fact, IceCube Observatory actualized this interaction unconsciously. Faster than light electron motion arrows that are accelerated in black holes and thrown by them, braked by ice in IceCube Observatory, and they slowed under the speed of light and observed as electrons. Because neutrino as faster than light electron motion forms becomes under the speed of light velocity electron again. Faster than light electron motion arrows that are accelerated in black holes and thrown by them, braked by ice in IceCube Observatory, and they slowed under the speed of light and observed as electrons, according to me. Because neutrino as faster than light electron motion form becomes under the speed of light velocity electron again. This means there are some ways to interact with massless energy and motion area of meta-sensation perception matter. Have a good afternoon. See you later.